You looking for something new to put on your bar this year?
We got 10 options for you to try in 2023.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to talk about 10 new, never existed before bourbons.
Our favorite 10 new ones for 2022.
Yeah.
So, yes, just let's just talk about this now. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe.
Yeah.
Leave us a joyful comment, because yes, there will be some that are allocated on this list, some that are highly allocated.
You know us by now. We're going to have allocated.
But there's also going to be a lot of shelfers on this list too that I think are great and solid and everything else. And actually, the majority of the new whiskeys we have on this list, I think, are technically shelfers.
Technically, yeah.
No. So.
Yeah, for sure. I say let's just jump right into it.
Oh, we're going to jump right into it.
Yeah.
And you all should already know, one of my freaking favorites, by the way, this will not be in order. Last year we didn't order one. We're not doing it.
Yeah, no. We're just bringing 10 out that we liked.
Y'all already know. Because it's the truth. It's the hard truth.
It is the hard truth.
So this is a rye whiskey that you can get from Hard Truth Distilling Company, which is in Indiana. And it is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It is honestly probably on this list, like maybe number 2, 3 of all my new favorites.
It was the only rye that made our top 20.
Yeah, it was basically our rye of the year.
It was.
And
congratulations,
awesome.
Hard Truth. You made our rye of the year.
It's amazing.
Yep.
It's such great stuff, guys. I
Yep.
cannot explain that enough.
It is good.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Classic. Instant, beautiful, classic. Wild Turkey 12-year 101. You're starting to see all the top whiskeys of the year like being put out on WhiskeyTube, right? Anybody who got one of these bottles, it's pretty much up there.
Yeah,
it's high
it's
up there.
Yeah.
So it finished 11th for us on the list. Again, I'm still surprised it didn't make top 10, but close enough, right?
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough without being in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yes, this bottle here is technically an overseas bottle only. Like it was only supposed to be released over there. But if you travel to Louisville, Neat, it's a bar off Bartown Road, has them. And
Pretty regularly.
And if I can tell you to go buy one,
$149.
it is, I don't care what Blanton's, Four Roses pick, whatever you're going to
Yeah.
get. I would argue this is going to smoke it.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yes.
I know it is a little pricey, but ooh, it's good.
Third one on the list. Why not? The Old Green River Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Just, again, simple. They came out with it. I think they just wanted to get something out in the industry that was their own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so they put this out. Just a good, solid, everyday drinker. Like it's smooth.
It's easy.
It's
It's a 90
easy.
proofer.
Yeah.
Has a gorgeous bottle, how it sets on your bar and everything.
Yeah, it really does.
Now, and also even comes in a fancy tube now, which I didn't bring that up, and I should have.
Yeah, it does come in a fancy tube.
It is what this does is kind of gives you like the first like little invitation to what Green River's doing, because now they're going to come out with a weeder this year. I think barrel proof.
Yeah.
Going to be doing single barrels this year.
Yeah.
All of this stuff, and it's just such a great introduction to the market.
And to me, this was solid enough that makes you want to try the other things coming out, because there have been some people put stuff out, like some distilleries put stuff out, and it's not good, and it makes you go, man, I'm not looking forward to whatever they put out.
Well,
but this one makes you look forward to some more complex things that will come out at some point.
so I agree with you. So I think just overall, Green River did a great job with the product.
Yeah.
Bottle 104, hardest all year long.
Hardest and longest.
Longest, yeah. The King Kentucky 18 year. Now, I get it. Can I say I get it again?
You can,
I
but
get
it does,
it.
I mean,
Because I know
matter.
there's going to be a lot of criticism with this bottle being on the list. And yes, there's only 250 bottles of it and all this other kind of stuff. I do like to point out, though, whenever we did review this for Whiskey of the Year, it didn't win.
No, it did not win.
And I would have, the more I went back and I kind of thought of it, I was like, man, if this gets it, like, just my excitement level alone, like, it's going to have to win, right? Like, it's that unicorn tier and everything else. But it didn't win. But it's still, it's overall, it's a fantastic bottle. I think, you know, there always comes that time for like a conversation with, you know, what value of something is and the rarity and the time going into it.
Yeah.
And you can have that conversation. But when we're just talking about new whiskey of the year, I was super excited.
Yeah.
And this was the bottle I was wanting more than anything.
Yeah.
So it worked out. All right. So brand new bottle that we pretty sure, I feel confident that we know the sourcing of this one, even though somebody wrote me the other day and said you might be wrong. We could be wrong. This is Frank August.
Yeah.
So this is actually probably going to be a bottle that might be a little bit harder to find for most. Because they're very, very limited in their release. It does sit on the shelf around here.
Yeah.
So it's not...
Best cork of 2022 for sure.
Oh, yeah. That thing... I mean, you chuck that thing at somebody, I mean, it's not...
Here you go. Ready?
Why did you have to?
I just wanted people to hear.
I mean, you couldn't just tap it or
No,
something?
no, it was better just to throw it upside down and let it make its noise.
So we believe this is sourced from Wilderness Trail, and we believe it's a little bit older Wilderness Trail. And if we believe all that to be true, that should give you tremendous hope for the Wilderness Trail down the road. The old Jack Daniels Small Batch Quail.
You know where this
Quail
is?
Small Batch.
Tennessee.
I heard it's Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, I think as UK fans, we finally got one on them. So
We needed it way worse than
gosh,
they
we
needed.
did. We won't go into that. But what we will talk about is the glory of this bottle, because this bottle here is fantastic. What's funny is I told Dave, I said, we really should have thought our video kind of releases through, because we should have done our best of and worst of and then whiskeys of the year.
But that's all right.
But we didn't. So
if you've watched our video, you know that this one.
This is our whiskey of the year.
It's our whiskey of the year.
So it is just, it's honestly, like, it's smart of them to do 375 because more people needed to try this.
Yeah.
This was very, very hard. It went to very few distributors out in Tennessee, and then it was a release at the distillery. But man, this thing is just crazy good.
Yeah. Our next one is the Wilderness Trail 8-year.
Mm-hmm.
We have been holding out hope because the 6-year was okay.
No, actually, well, let me say this: the 6-year bottle and bond, weeded, I hate.
Yeah, it was okay to me. It wasn't anything special.
I didn't like it.
But this 8-year is so solid. Such a good pour. Gives me so much hope for a 10 and 12-year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just thinking about Wilderness 12, like Wilderness 12, marriage, Wilderness Trail 12-year. Oh, we want it.
Sure. Yeah. So whenever this first came out, I was like, "Ooh, now this should be exciting." I couldn't find it. And then I finally got my hands on it. I think we actually reviewed this on a live. And I'm telling you guys, it's like, whenever I had that, somebody said, hey, crack it open, let it have like a week or two before you try it. And then it gets a lot better. Yeah. Well, I think we just cracked it that night.
We did. We cracked it.
And I enjoyed it a whole lot. And I went back to it a couple times. I'm just like, man, they weren't lying. Like, it just gets better and better and better. Which goes back to everything I say about some of these bigger distilleries that are sourcing or doing the sourcing for these smaller distilleries. There's a lot of good promise, and you see this with an 8-year age statement.
Yeah, so good. Knob Creek 18. This again was this top 10?
Yes, yeah. This was actually one of our top 10 whiskeys of the year. It is, 10. Man.
The oak on this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, really, really good 100 proof bourbon. Like
it's an amazing 100 proof bourbon.
Yeah, you will not be disappointed if you get your hands on it. Again, it's expensive, but
it is pricey. Now I was lucky; I got this for $159 at Costco.
Yeah,
which technically is less than $10 a year.
Yes.
Which you would, we always kind of say is like.
What is it at the stores? Like 190, or is it closer to? Is it over to?
Well, it depends where you get it from.
Yeah.
And this is like big box stores for us locally. I've seen it anywhere from 200 to 230.
Yeah. So to be able to get it for 159, that's a steal.
Yeah. No, it was.
And the liquid inside of it made it worth.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the second best oak product I've had all year long. It's awesome. Yeah. Like it really is a incredibly special product. And this sat on shelves. Yeah. Like they're like, I know this is technically like allocated, but this did sit on shelves.
I think it's because people worried about the 100 proof on it. They thought there's no way this could be good at 100 proof.
Sure, because whenever you look at Nom Creek 15 year at 100 proof, it's not.
And I think it just goes to show you, like, I know, like, if you've been into bourbon for a while, a lot of times you have a tendency to want to go towards the upper proofs of things and think that, like, that's where it always is. But, man, you can't forget some of these lower proof bourbons that they do them right.
Oh, yeah.
They're really, really good, and you should not just snub your nose at them, because you can find good things in that 90 to 100 to 110 proof.
Well, I mean, majority of stuff on our list, I'm looking at all the bottles we have, are 100 proof-ish, like in that 100 proof kind of thing. Like we have like the Jack Daniels and the King Kentucky that are high proof, considered high proof, but like outside of that, like everything else is kind of is all lower proof stuff, and it's all, So I agree. Don't go chasing after the proof. I'd also say don't go chasing after any kind of like fancy thing.
I would also say don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
All right, so the next one on the list. This is another one that's kind of a weird, kind of like, is this allocated, is this not? For us it is, for a lot of other people it's not.
Yeah, for us here in Kentucky, this is about, this is allocated, like Weller allocated. Yeah. I've still never seen one of these out.
I don't know if it's even been released. This is Redwood Empire Emerald Giant. This is actually the rye, and this thing's dang good. It's not Hard Truth good, but it's like right there on how good
for me,
it is.
this is better than Hard Truth, but that's just me. And here's what I love about Redwood Empire.
The label.
Not just a label. The label's awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, truthfully, this is $65 for a cast strength.
Yeah, that's true.
Their regular bourbons are $33, $34. So even with their next level stuff, they are very, very reasonable. And if you ever try it, like it's worth the $65 that it costs for these. This is 116 proof, this Emerald Giant, and it's everything that you want it to be.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic rye. Going into this, when we reviewed them, I assumed the Lost Monarch was going to crush everything, and it's funny how it didn't.
No, it didn't. It was third. To me, it was third.
Yeah, I agree. This thing is the one that crushed it.
Yeah.
And out of the three, I would pick this one. I still think they're all three good. This one is crazy.
So I took this. Good. I took samples to my Friday crew that I.
Oh yeah.
And just said,
try it.
That one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They were all like, that Emerald Giant is ridiculous.
All right, last one. But not last in Dave's heart.
No, this is first in my heart.
Heaven Hill 17 year. The bottle that just keeps getting more better. Go ahead, have your love story with it for a minute.
This is the best bourbon I tasted all year long.
It's our second place.
It's his second place. I let it be my second place, but it's always first in my heart. It is the perfect oak pour of a bourbon. It is so delicious, so smooth. So there's just so much going on with it that's perfect.
What are you doing with the box?
I'm just looking at it. Like,
the bottle's not even in the box.
I know. I just forgot how much I like the box too. There's just so many things right with this. Heaven Hill, this is your best release this year. This in 2022. It's not this year now. Last year. This is your best release. Yep. And I don't even know if it's close.
Yeah, the 17 year is just, at the end of the day, it's just incredible. Like, it is...
It makes me kick myself that I did not get one.
Well, I've had to go and get more because of how much I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they have the most like ultra aged stuff.
Yeah.
On the trail, but if they're not, they're like 2.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've done such a good job with blending it, it's such a great proof. It's like what 100 and it's like 18.2 proof. I mean, it's just right in our wheelhouse of proofs that we love, and they did a great job. So,
I love it. I'm gonna steal this from his house one day, and he won't know.
Die.
It was his Father's Day gift, so I won't take it. But
no, he'll steal the full 1.5.
Yeah. Well, you never can tell. Might have to make a little tradesy with him. So.
Anyways, leave in the comments below what's some of your new favorite bourbons you've had this year, whiskeys, ryes, whatever it is, and please give us that like and subscribe.
Yep. Till then, till next time, we'll see you.
See you.